Hey guys, Midwife Lacey here with some examples of healthy and informative conversations you should be having with your provider. Oh wow, thank you so much for sharing that with me that you had that craving to eat laundry detergent. It's actually more common than you think. It happens in about 16% of pregnancies in the United States. It's something that's more likely to occur when there's nutritional deficiencies or food insecurities, and it's a lot higher in other countries. Sometimes with pregnancy, our body can need a little bit more iron. It can be linked to other nutritional deficiencies, but most commonly it's iron. But I'm really glad you told me about it because some of those cravings can feel really, really intense and they can be difficult to manage. Are you having any trouble managing, those intense cravings? Hmm. Yeah, it can be really conflictual to feel our body wanting something that our mind doesn't want and knows that it's not okay. But it's important that we're keeping you and baby safe. So I just want to be able to work together to help with some of those urges. I'm going to send you some information about Pika and then just in general, just pregnancy nutrition. It has some really good ideas for great snacks and some iron rich foods that you might like. So I'll send you that. And then I also want you to know that like there's some extra resources attached to that if you feel like you're needing more help beyond what I can provide. I'm happy to answer questions though. There's a dietitian information. There's also information from a mental health provider that specializes in pregnancy and has dealt with PICA before. But if you are also to ingest something and are unable to control that urge, I will also send the poison control number. That would be a good one to call if you do that. I really think it'd be a good idea to kind of run a quick blood test and just check at what your nutrient and your iron levels are. Is that something you'd be okay doing? Great. Okay. Before I grab that sample, is there any other questions you have or any other resources that I can help you find? So, part of our care today, we just want to discuss nutrition. And I saw that you had marked in your health history that you had a history of an eating disorder. Is that right? Okay. Thanks for being open and letting me know. It really helps me better support you. Are you comfortable sharing more about your experience? Oh, I'm so happy to hear that you got the help you needed and that you feel stable. And I just want to let you know that pregnancy can bring on a lot of new things and it can even bring up a lot of old things too. Um, And so, even if things have been completely stable, it's normal if you are feeling like you need a little bit of extra support during this pregnancy transition. And if you feel anything stir up, like old feelings around control or maybe food or body image, I just want you to know that I want to keep an open line of communication with you and just kind of check in about how you're feeling throughout your pregnancy. And I don't want to have any judgment, and I just want to support you. My biggest priority is helping you feel safe and supported and confident. And so I just want to ensure that also that you and baby have the healthiest outcome possible. So if anything comes up, I just want to ask if you'll reach out to me and if you feel comfortable doing that. Oh, good. Do you have your old therapist's contact information available at all? Just in case, you might need it. Mhm. I'm also going to email you some resources. There's some dietitians on there. There's some therapy referrals, some support groups, as well as postpartum support groups, just in case anything comes up even after our care is finished. So I'll just email those to you. Is there anything else you want to discuss kind of around your nutrition or questions that you might have had? So what I'm understanding is like you're not really feeling like you're able to eat any vegetables because you're just feeling like they make you feel nauseous. Okay. Are you worried about not being able to eat them? Mhm. It's actually one of the most common things I hear in the first trimester. Food aversions really to anything that has a strong taste or smell, especially early in pregnancy, is pretty normal. It's just like your body's going through so much, and one of those changes that happens is having a stronger sense of taste and also smell. And so Really, the best thing to do if you're wanting to eat more vegetables is you can try kind of disguising them in things like smoothies with spinach, or you can put zucchinis with muffins and kind of disguise the veggies, and sometimes that can help. You can also just focus on other foods like eating really healthy with whole grains, fruits, making sure you're getting protein in with non meat sources until your appetite shifts. But I don't want you to stress too much about having the perfect diet, especially this part of pregnancy in the first trimester. I think it'd be good to just keep monitoring things and making sure your vitamin intake stays on track. And usually by the second trimester, you're going to see a lot of improvement. I'll go ahead and send you over a nutrition handout and also some tips for nausea. And since your meat intake is a little bit low right now, I just want to say, like, I'll send you another paper about pica. That means like you're craving non-food items and some of those signs to look out for. Um, and just because that can happen if your iron is low. So just reach out to me if you're having any of those cravings. If you also, it can help you if you keep track of your food intake, such as like what you're eating and what your aversions are too. I'll send you like a diet diary log. You can do it by hand. There's also some information about an app that you can keep track of things on. But if you're not feeling better or it gets worse, please reach out to me and let's try to work through this together.